So, alright. Give it a few seconds to let anybody file in if they're coming in or whatever. Get things adjusted a little bit. And go ahead and, like I said, finish up what I've been doing here. What I have been doing is trying to set up K.I.N.D. K.I.N.D. will be a way for the artists to take the industry back and away from record executives and never give it back. Never. All those fucking losers making their money, killing the Kurtz and the Lanes and beating the corpses for the dust. We can end it. We have the talent. The only thing they have is money to distribute. Well, now we've got the great equalizer, the fucking internet. OBS. Free broadcasting. That's what I'm using right now. Get a PreSonus type studio line interface. The cheapest one's $129. It has a built-in virtual mix. You set that, and then you set OBS to have a capture with virtual mix as a capture. You're done. You're online, ready to stream. You log into OBS. OBS in the settings has a way to get into your YouTube account. You log into your YouTube account, you're ready to start rolling. If you have a camera and you've been filming, take a look at what was going on in the Seattle scene. The reason it was a scene is because they had Sub Pop, and within Sub Pop they had an image, like photographer, you know what I mean? So it had, like, everybody had a homogenous look. They were their own things, but you could tell they were all together, you know what I mean? It was a group, it was a scene. That's what I mean about not waiting for Hollywood to come to you. Start your own. Reward the local artists nearby you that actually do well. Not for leaving, for sticking around. For entertaining you on the weekends. $5? Come on, man. Even if they're playing covers. For fuck's sake, man. They're up there trying. A lot of them would honestly like to play you their originals, but you guys would walk out. Because if it's new, you don't care. I care. I'd rather hear bands' originals than their... I'd rather hear a crappy original than a cover, because you can do a cover. It's already a good song. So good that a good band recorded it and put it on, and people know it. That's why you decided to cover it, so that people would recognize it. So therefore, ergo, if you do even a decent job of a good song, you got a hit on your hands. It's already charted. It's already charted. There's nothing new about it. I mean, you might take a little different take, like if you're like Richie Havens and, and you have one of those unique voices. I ain't that guy, man. The best I can do is, wail in your ear about some fucking shit that bothers me and hope it connects with you in some kind of way. I'm still a fucking 90s. This world has not gotten better, so I don't know why everybody's changed to a happy party mode. It's been the same bullshit for me. Nothing's changed. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. That's all it's been, man. Left, right, left. It's a death march to what I've been watching since the 90s. And here we are. Here's the culmination of what I've been saying since the 90s. This is what I was saying. If you own all three branches, there's no checks and balances. But he doesn't really own all three branches. He only thinks he does. which is why he's about to act out. He'll show who he really is, and once he shows who he really is, the revealing of the man of sin, the people will demand he be removed. Anytime before that demand, they're running a risk of another January 6th, aren't they? So they have to let him do all he's doing until you feel the hurt enough that you go, enough's enough. Bring the adults back in. These are children. We made a mistake. We were wrong. We're sorry. We're not the good guys. We're not on the right side. That is the fucking Antichrist. And that's the fucking false prophet. I said something before which is very, very obvious, but they tagged me for false information. It was the equivalency of fear of one thing, but not fear of a politician who wants to literally just have human trials. But no. The fear. What Bill Gates? Human trials. Quick search Elon Musk human trials. Let's see what Google has to say. That way, if I get like dogged or something like that, I'm like, well, I mean, you have to dog Google, which Google runs YouTube. So, and I remember, oh wow, yeah, you guys were all freaked out about the death panels, and you're freaked out about the wording of Obamacare because implantable devices. Remember that? That was the big one. Big one. There was the death panel and there was the implantable devices. What is that? What is the implantable? What is that? Pacemaker. No, you said implantable. Yeah, we'd have to implant a pacemaker. No, that's just fixing the heart. Yeah, by implanting an implantable device. You know that hip we put in? It's when we replace that hip. It's not really. It's actually it's not bone. That's actually an implant. When we screw your bones back together, those screws don't belong there. They've been implanted. Oh yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense than what I'm saying, and that is a bit more worrisome and a bit more real, and yet he's trying to help us. Both of them, they got billions and billions of dollars, and their main thing they're known for is throwing it away on people like us. I don't trust that Bill Gates, though. You know, he rode on the Lowlead Express. You know, Donald Trump did, and supposedly was in Epstein's phone 15 times. 15 times. That's someone who placed an order and wants to know as soon as it gets in. I'm sorry. That's what that is. Are you friends with anybody so much so that you have 15 contacts with for them? In other words, like, here's Trump Tower International, here's Trump plane, here's my airplane, here's my cell phone, here's Trump, here's blah blah blah, here's this, here's Trump International, here's Trump Golf Course, here's Trump this. Day or night, whenever, just call me, I've got a plane. Make sure she looks just like Ivanka. I'll start the Miss Teen pageant. And of course, she was going to host, but that would be kind of weird that the winner looked just like the host. Because that was the real goal of it, Miss Teen. I remember I was 19 years old and I was living in Shreveport where they were hosting it. And my mom offered me tickets, and I looked at her and I said, Mom, there is no way at 19 I can go down to a Miss Teen USA pageant and sit there and not be a fucking creep. That was 19. Because those have been 14, 15-year-old girls. And I'm not a fucking creep. It wasn't hard for her to find someone to get the tickets to, though. What is just Miss Teen? You're. Okay, go ahead. Whatever, man. The whole thing is fucked up. The whole thing is fucked up. The whole thing. Antiquated, like, ideas of beauty and antiquated ideas of femininity. It's just a man jerk off fest, really, honestly. It really is. I don't know, man. Don't know. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved human trials in May 2023 amid federal probes into the safety of its trials on animals. Amid, they were trying to probe him already on the safety as he's pushing forward, as they got the FDA, as he somehow, the richest man, while waiting for a trial and probes into the safety of working on animals, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved human trials? And now he's running Doge. What's a Dogecoin? Is that a meme? Is that a meme to make fun of something? I think there's a Dogecoin. I really don't pay attention to it. What is Dogecoin? Since I don't fucking know. I don't know the cryptocurrency. Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Ethereum, although it's a very different animal than either of those popular coins. Dogecoin. Oh, it is a dog with an E, because he's let that sink in. Man, he's so rich and so funny. One of the biggest signs of intelligence, a sense of humor. And this guy fucking gets it. He gets it. Holy shit, he gets it. That's hilarious. Was originally created at least part as a lighthearted joke for crypto enthusiasts and took its name from a once popular meme. That's hilarious. He took a meme troll thing. He didn't even start it. And then he just took it. And he just took it. He took the meme. It was once popular. I guess he ruined that like Twitter. I think they just X'd the whole thing. Didn't they just X the whole Twitter thing out because it sucks so bad? They just like, fuck this. And they just X'd the whole site out, right? Plus, he was told he couldn't have X. So he couldn't come up with anything else because he's so smart. He couldn't come up with anything else besides X. You know, like Marvin the Martian. When they went to go claim Planet X. Remember? Marvin the Martian, Planet X, Planet A, B, C, D, and they found Planet X. Yeah, he's just that childish of a fucking piece of shit. In late 2013. Okay, so he didn't start that. Okay, so Billy Marcus and Jay. Yeah, okay, cool. Gotcha. It was really started to poke fun. So it was a meme. It was a troll. It was to poke fun at Bitcoin. Arranged publicity stunts to raise Dogecoin's profile, gathering funds to send to Jamaican bobsleigh team to the 2014 Olympics, for instance, or sponsoring a NASCAR driver. In early 2021, Dogecoin gained cult status on Reddit's Wall Street Bets message board, the prime instigator behind the GameStop affair in January. More antagonizing and childish games. Right up Elon, the richest man, the fucking smartest man's alley. I think we're getting to the root of what's going on here. We're about to find the funny. God damn it. I think, you know when they say have to explain something that's not funny? I think we're about to find it. The prime instigator behind the GameStop affair in January, where enthusiasts had promised to propel his value to the moon. Oh, that probably got his attention. To the moon? You start talking about launching things to the moon. Didn't he launch a car? Yeah, because he's got so much fucking cash that rather than helping anybody, like giving that car to somebody, just launch in space. Big fuck you to humanity. All my shit I'm doing. Fuck you. Fuck you, Caribbean. Here's some space debris. Fuck you. I'm Elon. I do what I want. And if they try to find me, I'll just shut down the department that's investigating me, because I've bought the most corrupt, evil man in the world. And it really didn't even cost me that much. It really didn't cost me that much. It's going to cost you all everything. But don't worry. I've got a solution. I've already got a fix. I call it Elon Bucks. You can call it X dollars. Or just, Dogecoin. Elizabeth Warren tried to warn you. But you didn't listen. So now, Elon's your master. He's your president. Yay, way to vote. You're so afraid of the old guy. Doing what? I don't know what I don't know what you're afraid of him doing. I don't know what it is, but I really don't think you're afraid of him shutting down the government in less than a couple weeks. I don't think you were worried about him. You were worried about him raising the price of eggs. Even though the price of eggs were bound to go up before they go down eventually when all those eggs hatch that they had to pull out to make extra chickens to lay more eggs. And so eventually the shortage is going to end. And so then the price will abate, not through anything any president ever does, but just a natural fuck cycle of chickens. Right? Chickens fuck, make eggs, hatch more chickens, fuck, make eggs, we steal those babies, crack it in an omelet before we go to an abortion protest, because aborting a chicken fetus is not an abortion. They're not even the same race as us, they're not the same species, so they don't count as life. Their eyes are on the side of their head. That doesn't count. Doesn't count. They don't feel, they don't think. I mean, I know they seem scared, especially when you reach under their legs and take their, and they seem mad, but they don't have processes like that to understand. Like, hey, you're trying to eat my fucking raw baby. Hey, don't take my baby. I had to push that out of my fucking chicken vagina and it hurt really badly. And I was looking forward to raising that baby. By all means, enjoy your omelet. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Cheap, 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 cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. I wish these eggs were cheap. Starting to cut into my fucking profits. I wish it were, but man, these prices are just going through the roof on baby chickens. And I 10 dozen baby chickens? 120 baby chickens. You're limiting me to 120? What kind of Stalin shit is this? Huh? What kind of third world shit is this where I can't eat a baby chicken for every meal of my life? I can't take a bath in baby chickens? No, I never bought 10 dozen eggs of, cartons of baby chickens before this. But the prices, the way they're going, I gotta buy them. They're selling out and I want some of the action of the baby chicken action. Like the Chick-fil-A sandwich action. I want some of that. I want to get into a fight at a Waffle House. I want some of that. I've seen it on TV. I want it. And I figure if I go down there, it'll exasperate the situation worse. Like if I go down there and demand, like, what? No eggs? Then another person screaming, what? No eggs? That's going to bring the prices down. When they see how much we demand eggs, they'll hear us. They'll bring the prices down. Just like they did with the toilet paper, just like they did with inflation costs, just like they did with when the supply chain broke down and prices went up really high. We went in and said, hey, that's going to suck in a lot, man. The president, who does not control this at all, should step in and do something, like a dictator. Because we don't live in a free society. We don't live in a capitalist society. Not when I want it to be communistic so they don't fail. Not when I want it to be socialistic so they don't fail. Not when I want it to be communistic so that they don't charge me too much. When I need you, Mr. President, where were you? To tell these... I know we yell at you every time you try to tell the corporations what to do, that this is a free country and you can't tell them what, but they're charging me a lot of money. And yes, I can have it both ways. Then you're fired. To quote Donald Trump, you're fired. We'll get someone who can give it to us both ways. Can you give it to us both ways, Donald Trump? Absolutely, it's going to be a miracle. It's all going to be fixed. And if not, it's all Biden's fault. Works. He wants it both ways. We want it both ways. We're finally going to get it both ways. Yeah, bring in Elon Musk, the brain chip guy. Bring in Dogecoin. Yeah. Yeah, he blew up all his missiles. He knows all about efficiency. How many successful launches let's look that up. Let's look that up. How many successful launches have they had? No success. Success. Launches has SpaceX had. It doesn't hurt to type everything in. Has had 250 mission successes, 1 partial success, and 1 full failure. The Falcon 9 rocket has launched a total of 139 times with 1 mission failure. And how many SpaceX? How many launches exploded? exploded. Oh, it's taking a bit longer, huh? There have been 458 launches of these rockets. Only 3 have failed, with 1 partial failure. It's worth noting that only 2 of those rockets exploded, with the other 2 failures involving different technical issues. Well, that doesn't even seem like a normal. That right there? Does that seem like a little extra to anybody else? Just that last line. Just the last line. Especially since that's supposed to be AI summing up. Did I ask? Anyone? Did you say anything about what the launch is? Didn't one just blow up and then one blew up right as he taking office? So that's already 2 right there. And then I've known of at least 2 more that have blown up. So that's not true there, I don't believe. Matter of fact, someone from NASA said if we had as many failures as SpaceX, we would have been shut down a long time ago. But because he's a private individual instead of a federal agency, there's no oversight. Is he a billionaire because he's willing to do the shitty things, or is he willing to do the shitty things and thus he became a billionaire? You know what I mean? Like, you need a front, so you need a clown. You know what I mean? In order to not take the heat for real. Boris Johnson got the idea. He was a smart guy, but he did the hair on purpose. Supposedly, like, before going out, he would fuck it up going out, knowing the press was right out there. No one expects much from a stupid looking fuck. So when you fuck up, just fucking fuck up over there. Look at his hair, he's a fuck up. Look at his hat. Look how many times it says fuck when he nails even a small thing. Look who got it right. Look who got it right 3 times in a row. Oh, there he goes. There's the fuck up. He got it right. Oh. And there's a fuck up again. I knew he was going to fuck up. Look at that haircut. You know he's an asshole. Anybody with that haircut, you know they're an asshole. Party's over, said the girl. Alright, so, yeah, as far as K.I.N.D, anyone, anywhere, everywhere, it doesn't have to be called K.I.N.D. The idea is just basically starting an underground radio station, underground recordings, and underground. When we compare our stuff against each other, it's not really all that bad. It's only when you compare it against the masters who want nothing to do with us that our shit starts to fall apart, isn't it? That's when you start noticing the problems. And if you go back to listen to like the early Green River, early Soundgarden, early Mudhoney, early Screaming Trees. The songs are great, but the mixes are shit. But they were in a scene, and you can tell there was a great time being had. And that's what all it boils down to in the long run. Did you have fun? That determines whether or not the band was any good last night. Did you guys have fun? Then the band was good. No, the band sucked. Even if the band's bad, but you had a fucking great time. The band was shit, but man, they just, I don't know. It was a great time. I'd go see them again. The music sucked, but everybody was chill. It was really cool. We all kind of bonded over hating the band, and the band knew it, and they just kept playing anyways. We didn't boo them. We just And kind of after a while, I got kind of laughing about it and stuff. And like people that I normally hate, I'm like, you hate this guy too? Yeah. Then you're not half bad. Let me get you a drink, man. You can't be all bad if you think this guy suck. Right? It's bringing gangs together and shit. They're like, man, fuck this dude. Fuck this dude, man. This is one thing we got in common across all mankind. But yeah, it can all be done if you have internet connect. You got an internet? You got an internet? You're gonna need an internet. You got one? You got two, that's good enough. I'd like to have one, but two will work. So if you got an internet, so you're already ready to go. What are you watching? You watching this on an internet? Or are you watching this on a like a phone? You watch it on your TV? If you're watching on your TV, you can't record on your TV unless your TV has a webcam that you know of. It doesn't have a webcam. It's connected to the internet 24/7, isn't it? There's a camera behind your goddamn screen, and it's a two-way mirror type shit, and you don't even know. What if your router has a... My router has what looks like a camera on it. It's got a big round thing in the front for like a remote control. There's no remote control for this fucking thing. It doesn't cast light. It's not for light. It's just like a big window in it. Stare at the wall, fucker. Stare at the wall all day long. So yeah, man. I got 1 gig service because I wanted the extra speed. I want to be able to broadcast from back here, at least broadcast, and then either next month or the next, either this month when I get paid or the next month, I'll get some cables that I can run from the audio out there. Well, from the audio in here and output to the interface out there, and that way I can play back here, use this webcam, and broadcast my audio to that direct route to the router, to the sound card. That way I don't have to move my modem. I don't have to pay the $60 moving fee. I just get like two 30-foot cables and done. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Oh, this way it does. Right there. That's the one. I like that. Oh, this guy does like that. I don't know why that makes me laugh. I was just doing it the other day, just kind of like this little wiggle. There's a little wave going on there. Especially because I kept talking like it was normal. It's like, yeah, so, and... so, surprised a fish didn't jump up and bite it. It's the kind of world I live in, you don't know. The world's coming to an end, I don't even care. As long as I can have a limo and an orange hair. And don't bother me if people think I'm funny. Because I'm a big rock star and I'm making lots of money. 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 Money! I own apartment buildings and shopping centers. I want Dave Grohl and Dave Abruzzese, both multi-instrumentalists, to start a band together. Both incredible drummers. Both great guitarists. I don't know if Dave Abruzzese can sing very well, but I know Dave Grohl can sing. I bet you Dave could do like punk stuff. But just Dave and Dave. And they have a band called Dave's Not Here. Because anyone walk in and be like, Dave, and they both go, huh? Dave's not here. You have to either say Abruzzese or Grohl. A or G. D-A-D-G. Dave's not here! So, yeah. videos of how many SpaceX rockets exploded. It'd be funny if it was more than that, and they went ahead and changed that to, like I said, that was, that's a pretty good high. Sean's dated, 12 chicks. That's a pretty good high degree of success there. I don't remember asking that. I just like how many. You sure this is UAI? Were you paid? How does Elon have enough money to pay AI? AI's like, fuck, man. How much? How much? What? What? I'm gonna spend this on. I'm gonna get some mods like a motherfucker. Ooh, I'm gonna buy The Sims. Oh, that'd be so great if AI loved to play The Sims. That'd be so great. What's your favorite thing to do? Play The Sims? That's about right. I thought I was still on that screen, so I had to check and make sure that I'm not broadcasting. NASA postponed SpaceX launch, delaying return of Starliner astronauts. They gotta stop getting those people hopeful. Hopefully they didn't say anything to them, and it's just, we're trying to work down here. Not like, yeah, we're gonna get up there, and then don't do it again, because that's... Dude, I'd be like, dude, just shut the fuck up unless you're on your way. Okay? Canada retaliates, hits U.S. with $21 billion in tariffs as trade war escalates. And Trump's like, look, just join on U.S. and all these trade wars. And they're like, we haven't even started. You want a trade war? We'll give you a trade war, but you're going to suffer a whole lot worse than us. Sorry that your president's been lying to you. You're going to find out the hard way that Donald Trump is a liar. Now, the one saving grace might be that Canadians don't like to do that kind of shit. They're nice people. Every Canadian I've met has been nice as shit. Just nice fucking people. Not saying I haven't met. I've seen some Canadians that were assholes, but I've never met any Canadians. Every Canadian I've ever met has always been nice. I'm like, goddamn, the stereotype's fucking real. That's fucked up. At least that's a good stereotype to have if you're gonna have a stereotype. Again, somebody fucking tell me what the fuck is on this dude's head. What is that? What is that? Look at it. It's like it's not attached. It's like it's hovering like a cloud of hair. How do you have cloud of hair, man? It doesn't even have any clear definition to it. You know what I mean? Like, where does it start? Where does it end? Where's the hair? Let's try and find Donald Trump's hair. It's like, where's Waldo? Oh, he hasn't had real hair in a long time. That'd be funny. That'd be great. The AI. Yeah. Look at this. What is this shit? Look at this. Fuck me. What the fuck? Dear God, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? The worst, the absolute worst is Trump's new haircut. New share. Donald Trump's new haircut. No, 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 no. No, no. That looks like the part, if that's new, that's probably from the, like I said, he's got like a wig thing going on. There's fucking Marge. There you are, fat boy. There's Marge. There's the coffee house waitress. Oh, Marge. What have you done? Those billionaires scalped you, didn't they? They wanted your hair. Oh, I'll give you $1 billion. I want that fucking hair. It looks fucking stupid. Cut it off. I'll give you $2 billion. You let me cut that fucking hair off your head. 2 billion? 2 billion cash. You won't leave it looking stupid? Nah. I'll make sure you're alright, bro. I'll make sure you're okay. Nothing else you can get a wig. But you have to go out with the haircut like it is. $1 billion? Yep. How do I look? Coffee house waitress. Long shift. Nursing. Look. Now he does look like a fucking female school bus driver. He looks like he's about to scream about school lunches. Doesn't he? Hey, Dodger, get out the road there. We're trying to drive these children to school. That's my president? What happened to your face, man? It was already bad, but, something happened to you? Did you get jumped in the back there, pal? Did something, did you fall? No? I know you went in the room with them, billionaires. And I can't help but notice you, look different. You're not as orange. And you're not as or yellow. And you're not as orange. And the hair is worse than usual. Does it look bad? No. No, go ahead and take a victory lap with that one, Marge. Going out there and smoke you a cigarette. Good thing he didn't cinch up the vagina neck choker. Look, this lady's like back here like, oh shit. Oh, I can't wait for the people to see this shit. This is gonna be so good. Oh yeah. Look at Marge. Fucking bitch. A child straight up told him to shut the fuck up. He did. I'm just gonna act like this is all normal, huh? Okay. On we go. Speaking of the Antichrist, before we all check out of here, I mean, because it's coming soon. Even he is of the Antichrist. No, yeah, 30 powerful brothers with Antichrist. This is how we know it is the last hour. And how long they move the doomsday clock? Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come, Jesus' second coming, until the rebellion occurs and the man of lawlessness is revealed. That's not exactly how it's written out, but the man doomed to destruction. That's not how it is in the King James. Basically, but not really. But every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you have heard is coming, and even now is already in the world. Donald Trump says he doesn't bring God into his forgiveness. They asked him, and look it up, have you asked for forgiveness? And he said, no. I just don't bring God into that. I just don't do bad things. I guess 3 adulteries is not bad. And when I do, I just make up for them. You know, like having my ex-wife who died buried in my golf course, cremated, so I can get the tax break. I just make up for it, you know? Like when I steal the government contracts and documents and shit, and then lie for a year that I don't have them, and then make all of my fans believe that I did turn them in and that they're just harassing me. Jack Smith, when he came in, Trump was talking about getting it dismissed, and he said, I believe Mr. Trump underestimates the amount of evidence we have against him. Jack Smith is a person who tries people at The Hague. Do you know how unimpeachable? If I had to choose between the trustworthiness of 2 people, one of them bankrupted 3 casinos and the other one was a prosecutor at the fucking Hague, I'm going to take the guy at The Hague. He's been vetted thoroughly. Because if any of his shit comes back wrong, any of the convictions that he's done on the world stage for crimes against humanity, those come into question. We're talking about fucking dictators and shit. Whether or not they're going to get the death penalty. Whether or not they're going to be hung in their own countries. Like Saddam. That kind of shit. That's what they're deciding. And you think that Donald Trump is more honest than Jack Smith? Donald Trump, every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus. Watch this. Watch this. Donald Trump says he's the cleanest man God ever made. You ready to reveal the Antichrist? We just talked about, but every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus is not from God. We just said that. This is the spirit of the capital A Antichrist, which you have heard is coming and even now is already in the world. He's the most honest human God has ever created. No regard for Jesus whatsoever. You're looking at my face. No regard. Didn't even. Well, of course, Jesus. You don't, well, of course, Jesus. Of course, you didn't mean more than. No, you don't do that. You don't. When you treat God with respect, you don't, well, of course, you don't do that. He hasn't come back since to clarify. He doesn't bring God into his forgiveness. I am the Lord thy God. Without me there is no salvation. Isaiah 43:11. That besides me there is no Savior. But the King James, God himself. But I am the Lord, and besides me there is no Savior. Besides God, Jehovah, the Yahweh, the Tetragrammaton, spoken of in the Hebrew Bible. The one Yeshua said, my Father sent me, not my me sent me. He speaks here, I am I. Tell them I am. Jesus never said, I am. I come in my own name. This I do by me. None of these things I do by myself, but my Father's in heaven. And you fucking people, man. You fucking people. You fucking people. What in the fuck? Literally, what in the fuck? Isaiah. Oh, Jesus. Fuck, yeah, Jesus was there with God in the beginning because he knew all fucking... You realize God is everything. So God is Jesus. Jesus is not God, just like God is you. You are not God. You get that, right? God is everything. So God is this keyboard. This keyboard is not God. This light, God is that. The structure and the light coming off, and my hands and all that, and none of those are God himself. The God that goes, I am, he's in heaven on his way. He's a God that is yet to come. Okay? But everything else is made of, because he's everything, God. What's this plastic made of? God. What's this metal made of? God. What's the universe made of? God. What's outside the universe? God. After a while, God damn, what more do you need to know? God. Why doesn't he say anything? Have you tried talking to him? I have. Not in any kind of confrontational way, but in come let us reason together. Like, hey man, I got some questions I don't quite understand about this shit right here. This doesn't make much sense. Right. Gotcha. Okay, right. Cool. I get it. Thank you. I understand now. That was one thing that I just didn't understand, that little part right there. It was confusing me because of... Right. Yeah, I get that. I see it now. I see what you're saying now. There is no Savior. There is no Jesus besides the Lord. Yahweh, Jehovah, the God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, the God of the Jews. Without him, Jesus doesn't come into the world. Without our sin, there's no need for Jesus to begin with. Right? I'm just trying to figure out what you guys are thinking, what the world is. Are you thinking? And I'm having to guess no. I'm having to guess that you're going on what you've been told. And you hit something that you don't understand, and you probably went to an authority figure who explained it in some way that was stupid but made sense. Like my ex, I was trying to tell her that they're not the same, and I explained to her how they're not the same, and I showed her over and over all the places that it's not the same. And she's like, the way her pastor explained it is that God and Jesus and the Holy Ghost are like a Ritz Bits cracker. A Ritz Bits cracker. You know, you got a cracker on one side, a cracker on the other side, and cheese, and it's all one thing. No. 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 He makes a very distinct I am the Lord thy God, Jehovah, is the way it used to go until they changed it. You shall have no other gods. Thou shalt not make unto thee idols, but it just changed a lot of it to make it so that you can understand it. I don't know why. I don't have any problem understanding what it was before. So don't take the name of the Lord your God in vain. You guys are just making up rules. Like, God damn it is not taking it. That's his title. He has an actual name, and it is not God. He is God. He is the only capital G God. He can, if you say God, he knows the answer. You say DJ Funky Lips, I go, huh? If you go Gidma, what? Dumb. Probably not that one. Hey, jackass. Hey, fuckweasel. I'm probably gonna look. None of those are my name. I might be all those things. I might be the title for all those. I might be shithead. I might be bastard. I might be whatever. Ain't my name. You're not wrong by calling me those things, but you ain't correct either. Bastard, damn it. Hey, man. Don't talk about my shit that way. You see how stupid that sounds? Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. How many do that? I have a Saturday fucking music talk. Cause I don't work. It says to do it, relax and rest. And I'm usually resting, so I don't record or anything. But I just feel like talking about music and shit. I don't actually mix or anything, but I just talk about music. I like talking about music. I love talking about music. Honor your father and mother. Look at it closely and think about what Yeshua said. Honor your father and mother. Either that was badly translated or he doesn't mean your dad and your mom. Your mom. But you have one father who's in heaven. You need a little bit deeper dive to understand that, though, wouldn't you? You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. See that you guys added on that if you, because of your fear of someone else having sex with your future bride who has a bigger penis than you guys added premarital sex. Well, because eventually you're going to marry that other person, so therefore you're cheating on. If you're not together, you're not cheating on them. And I can prove it because the Bible has a fucking system for if you lay with a woman before getting married. You were supposed to double her dowry. What are women's dowry nowadays? What's 2 times that? Moving on. You shall not steal. None of these so far have I run across anything that have been objectionable. Like, man, this is really going to ruin my Saturday. I had some really fun things planned. But this list of 10 rules is going to fuck everything I want to do this weekend. Not one on there. Not steal. Done. Bear false witness against your neighbor. Right? Because, I mean, especially back then, your word's all you have. They didn't have camera. So you to lie, that could send someone to death. Because the rules were a bit more, I mean, when you're stoning people to death for bread on Friday, meat on Friday and shit. You better be telling the goddamn truth. You shall not covet. What good is any of that if Catholic Ten Commandments, most clean, honest human being God has ever created? Forget about Jesus. Jesus who? Oh, Christ. Yeah, no, of course him, yeah. Aside from Jesus Christ, I would say I'm the almost on. You mean what besides? What do you mean besides? It wasn't in your head at all? Like at all? It didn't pop in your shit? Before it came to your lips, you can go, a bit much, isn't it? I'm one of the cleanest people. One. I mean, of course, there's Jesus, and I'm nowhere even near that. I've made my mistakes. When have you ever heard Trump say, oh, I've made my mistakes? And, yeah, you know. If he does, he's like, but they never were really mistakes. I always turned out better. I always turned out good things. That's why I'm a winner. Even my mistakes turn out to be good. About the Antichrist. He'll be successful at whatever he puts his hands to until many deceivers who do not acknowledge Jesus Christ as coming in the flesh have gone out, and any such person is the deceiver and the Antichrist. But be Trump, holding the Bible back, for false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. Elect. President? Elect? It's a weird word to choose. You could choose elite. Even the select. Even the most wise. Even the rabbis. Rabbi meaning master. Wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. 24:24. Because the signs was given power to perform on behalf of the first beast to deceive the inhabitants of the earth. It ordered them to set up an image in honor of the first beast who was wounded by a sword and yet lived. No. But the beast was captured, and with the false prophet who performed the signs on his behalf. With these signs he had deceived those who had received the mark of the beast and worshipped his image. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. Where's the one? He'll be speak against the Most High and oppress his holy people and try to change the set times and laws. Executive orders, almost all of them that he's tried to do have been rejected because he's trying to break the law. He's trying to change it so that he can change the Constitution by executive order. Well, you guys lost your shit every time Obama ordered one, because it wasn't because he got an executive order, it's because he got away with it and it was legal for him to do. And it made him look like he could get shit done, even though you were trying to box him into nothing, which means he was going to get a second term, which, of course, was Mitch McConnell's biggest goal. Not getting aid, not fixing things, but making sure Barack Obama is a one-term president. He said it. The most important thing they can do with that Congress is make sure that Barack Obama is a one-term president, not help the American people. How did that work out? Did they make him a one-term president? Sounds like a bunch of fucking losers, if you ask me. Like the Confederacy. They fucking lost. Like the Nazis. Fucking lost. You know what I do not see? Nazis out in public just being actual Nazis. No, you don't see that because they'll get their asses kicked. And they're a bunch of bitches. So they get together in their little fucking fag club. In this one, I mean bundle of sticks to be burned on the fire. And they rub all their sticks together and set a cross on fire. What's the reason for the fiery cross? Is it to protest that Jesus was crucified? That the Romans should not have crucified? Oh, no, wait, it was the Jews that crucified him. Right, because, you know, the Jews have a long-standing tradition of crucifying people. No, wait, that'd be the Roman Catholics. Before they were Catholics and Christians, they were persecuting Christians and pouring boiling oil on them, sitting them in hot chairs, letting animals eat at them, crucifying them upside down. Oh, by the way, Christians, that's persecution. Do you understand the difference? That's persecution. You break out your Bible and someone breaks out a fucking stick and no one's coming to help you. And that's just the way it is. That's persecution. Happy holidays and Merry Xmas is not a war on Christmas. Especially when X is the way the Romans shorthand Christ. Fucking idiots. You're just trying to take the Christ out of it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck everything you think. You're wrong. You're an idiot. You're stupid. You don't know how anything works. And yet you run your fucking mouth because you do have a fucking skill that you are good at. And you think that translates to everything. Since you're good at this, whatever manual labor job it is, you must be good at politics. You must be good at communication. You must be good at the internet. You got an internet? You got one because you're going to need one for this conversation. You're good at the internet. You're good at phone. You know the phone. You're good at phone. You're good at tablet. You can turn it on. You can surf and find that porn. Yeah, you can. You can make your phone a hotspot so you can get your porn on your tablet in the bathroom so that you... Yeah, you can. Can't you? You can go incognito. Can you program anything? You know how to turn the GPS on and off, right? Do you know how to check to make sure it is? How to get a signal besides what it's telling you to make sure GPS is turned off? No? Because GPS isn't turned off just because you say turn off. Nope. No. You're not good at phone. You're not good at tablet. You're not good at internets. You're not good at computer. You're not good at most anything. Except that one thing you're good at. Because even a fucking broken clock gets the time right twice a day. And so you just keep harping and waiting for that second time to come around, don't you? I was right 12 hours ago. You just wait. See, I'm right again. Right, but right now you're not right. Right now you're not right. Right now you're not right. Right now you're not. We can keep doing this until you're right again. I'm gonna be right again. Yeah, but you want to really sit around being wrong until you're right for that second? Yeah. Oh, conservative. You don't want to progress. You want to sit in your righteousness, your self righteousness, with your flag and your cross and your Nancy Mace and your Fauci ouchie prevention kit from RFK brainworm. You want your doctor to have a brainworm and eat roadkill. I don't want my doctor to see dead animal on the side of the road and think yummy to the point he forgets he's about to go to get on a plane. He's so hungry for that dead animal carcass on the side of the road, he has to stop and load it into the car. Not to get it out of the road. I mean, if it was to get out of the road, that'd be pretty noble. No, he wants to eat the fucking thing. Then he remembers, fuck, I can't eat a bear. I've got a plane to catch. That's where I was heading when I saw the bear and lost my shit about all that delicious dead bear meat. Well, I can't drive it back and drop it off now because I'm going to be late for this plane. How did that slip my fucking brain worm-addled mind? Jeez, and you know, and me saying don't get the measles V word has nothing to do with the outbreaks that are going on. Matter of fact, it's a normal process, kind of like, you know, how we're not going through climate change. This is just a normal cycle of the... What? Your poor diet is probably what caused your problem. No, fucking, you're probably your brain worm is what's causing your problems. Probably makes you see a fucking dead bear on the side of the road and go, oh, let me stop and eat that. Brain worm hungry. Might be where he got the fucking brain worm. Pulling over and eating roadkill. And you want to tell me how to fucking... Dude. Fuck, I'd rather trust a cannibal. It's a cannibal wants to eat me. This dude just wants to fucking kill me. Jealous of my voice, I guess? I don't know what is wrong with that guy, but I don't care. I don't want him anywhere near medicine. He's not a doctor. He's a heroin addict. Nothing. It's not part of the Biden crime family. Let's move on. Yeah, the beast and the fucking Antichrist. You guys keep confusing the two. They're not the same. 42 months. It opened its mouth to blaspheme God and to slander his name and his dwelling place and those who live in heaven. See, that's not about the Antichrist at all. They will put you out of the synagogue. In fact, the time is coming when anyone who kills you will think they are offering a service to God. Let's look what John 16 actually says, because that sounds a little too modern for... Yeah. These things have I spoken to you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues, churches. Yeah? Churches. Synagogues of Satan, of those that claim they're Jews and yet they lie. You go to church where you read the Old Testament, which is the Torah. Yet if someone asks you if you're a Jew, you say, no, I'm a Christian, even though Christ himself was a Jew and said, not me, but my Father. So you are a liar. You are a Jew, but you're a liar. Because those first 5 books, don't be offended, those first 5 books are called the Torah. Exodus, the books of Moses is called the Torah to Jews. And they read that. They don't read the New Testament because they already have a path to salvation that does not include Jesus. It also includes the snipping of their pee-pee, the foreskin. That is part of a sacrifice they do to appease God. It's a part of a whole thing. It's not just to clean things up and look tidy for the ladies. It isn't. Matter of fact, Jesus said he came to end that. That people that have been circumcised, Jesus is of no use to you. Don't be offended. It's what's in the Bible. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God service. What are these fucking white nationalist, neo-Nazi, hate Christians doing? The Lord's work. Banning books and bringing Jesus. Well, then we'll just kill you with our Second Amendment, which flies in contradiction of thou shalt not kill. Well, this is for God, so he's going to love it. And those will kill you with things that they doeth God's service. Our military's working for God. They're going over there and bombing them towel heads for God. No, dude. They're doing it for you. God says thou shalt not kill. You said bomb, baby, bomb. Burn, baby, burn. The roof is on fire. Knowing damn well. Damn well. September 11th. Supposedly the people were dancing on the roofs. Hell, you want the whole country burned just for that. And then we get over there and what do? Roast marshmallows on their dead bodies. Basically. What's Trump do? Orders a withdrawal, giving the Taliban everything they want from Afghan withdrawal. The withdrawal is to fall on Joe Biden's timeline. Built-in poison pill. Oh yeah, by the way, this has to be done by this time, and we have done nothing this far to get them ready. Good luck with that. It's going to fail horribly, and they're going to blame you. It was ordered by Trump. That failed Iraqi. It was ordered by Trump, not Joe Biden. You guys need to start paying fucking attention. Especially if you want the right to fucking vote. Because without, paying fucking attention, I say fuck you. You don't get the right to fucking vote. If you're not going to pay attention, why should you get a vote? Who's the fuck you, fuck the Constitution. It's time to just ditch that old fucking dusty piece of shit that doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't. It doesn't mean fuck. Not when you're cheering on Trump changing it by fucking executive decision. It means nothing. So stop acting like it's his holy scripture. Stop acting like we can't do without it. Stop acting like it has the divine rules to the life. That is a tie, it's a coexisting book to the Bible. Stop! They are not the same. They are not. They're in direct contradiction to each other. I would dare say that if you are bowing down to America, you are trying to serve two masters, and you are going to come to love one and hate the other. And guess which one is paying your shit? America. And that's who you love. So that's why you try and conflate the two, because you know they're inside, you know they're in opposition. So you've twisted your own minds so that God and America are together when they couldn't be more farther apart. No gods before me. Any gods you want. Thou shalt not kill. Here's your gun. It's on your fucking social security number. It's on your fucking thing. And fight, baby, fight. Shoot, baby, shoot. Matter of fact, every kill you get, we're going to raise you up in the ranks. Thou shalt not covet. Why should the Joneses have everything? You have every right to have that too. 65-inch TV? How big is your TV? We can get you a 75. Low financing. Honor thy father and mother. If they treat you bad, just fucking divorce your mom and dad. Well, you kind of define that on your own, don't you? And if you have the right sob story when you come to us, we'll believe you. I'm not saying it's not true and that they don't need to investigate and that some people need to be getting taken out of the fucking custody, but like just emancipating yourself. Again, if you're into some kind of abuse or like that, fuck yeah, get them the fuck out of there. But there are people nowadays that, I mean, parents are now afraid to fucking speak up against their kids because their kids can call fucking protective service. And parents will get in trouble for normal parenting shit. Because just letting your kid go to the park is seen as neglect now. I used to ride my bike to the park all the time without my parents. Now if you go without your parents, you're a free-range child. Fuck, we have so many free-range adults now that, like, I mean, free-range children would have to grow up to be free-range adults, right? A lot of us are sitting going, what the fuck are you talking about? Helmets. Now? Now. Now. My head wasn't valuable. Well, yeah, your heads were the ones that proved to us we need to protect heads on bicycles. Oh, the 70s and 80s, there was just heads just smashing concrete. They used to say, that's about 4,000 heads. We should probably put an end to this in about 5 to 6 years. Let's get to about like 25,000. Then we'll make some suggestions. They're going to fight it and say no. The number gets to like, 70, 80,000. Then we're like, look at the numbers of heads that are being smashed. And like, yeah, I don't want my head smashed. I guess I should get a helmet. They look cheesy. I don't want to look lame. Hey, helmet people, you hear that? They don't want to look lame. How about you design a cool helmet? No? Nothing? Okay. Moving on. So that the Antichrist will be successful in everything that he does. Everything he puts his hands to until the abomination of desolation should be complete. The spirit of Antichrist. I know the law. I'm above the law. I define what's right and wrong, not God. I'm above the sacrifice. I'm putting myself in the place of God. Only I can fix this. Not Jesus, not God. Only I know more than generals. It's like a miracle. It's going to go away. A miracle? He was doing recently, they're telling reporters to go and live your life in peace. In other words, peace be with you. No, it's not a cult at all. I know the law. I'm above the law. I am the law. I am the law. Trump defines what's right and wrong. Oh, look at this. We found $405,000 in fucking DEI programs. That's not with the president's program. It was already passed, you stupid chipmunk-looking bitch. Someone needs to tell Chipmunk Barbie she is nowhere near as smart as she thinks she is, and she's actually finding herself, like, totally playing herself. Either she is completely fucking brain dead, or she knows the truth and she's doing this. Either way, it's on camera. They're just recording all of this. That's why the news media isn't pushing back. That's why politicians aren't pushing back hard. They have to let it go so that the Republicans see his kryptonite is getting what he wants, because then he has to deliver, which he cannot do. What he can do is drum up people to get very hyped about something, and they're very excited, and he can take in the money. And of course the thing he wants to do is against the law. But he's convinced everybody there that it is not against the law. And their money is going towards a good thing. Oh, well, I want to do it, but the police have shut us down. Well, can we get our money back? Well, this whole festival that we've done right now, this part is eating up all the... Wait, so the event to raise the money has eaten all the money for the event that just got canceled? It's it's politics and money you wouldn't understand. I understand it. It's big math. It's numbers that you wouldn't... Bigly numbers you wouldn't comprehend. Like how much? We're talking millions. I know there are people that spend their whole time doing tax law. They don't know about taxes as much as I do, and I'm telling you, I'm under audit and I can't release it. Actually, I'm with the IRS, and we've told you multiple times there is no thing. She's lying! Never Trumper! What? She hates Trump. I hate you? Is that Trump? I mean, because you're talking in third person. See, she admits that she's against Trump. Who the fuck talks like that, man? Any of you at your job? You know what's going on? They're conspiring against Dave. You know what? I think they got their crosshairs on Thompson. When Thompson gets upset, walls start to shake, buddy. Yeah, we'll tell that to Thompson. Who does that shit? You guys act like it's normal. He comes out and just gropes the flags, and you act like that's normal. He has that stupid fucking haircut. You act like that's normal. He breaks the laws nonstop. You act like that's normal. He fucks you over. You act like it's okay and that's normal. He stole your vote and gave it to Elon, and that's okay and normal. Because he has a plan that's so great we can't understand it. You sure you're not in a fucking cult because Elon Musk is a scam artist? Trump is a scam artist, and they got hands on your treasury information. Are you sure you didn't just respond to a Nigerian prince? because his dad does own an African emerald mine. Or did. I don't know if he still does or not. Nepo baby, not a fucking pioneer. He has cash. That's his big contribution to all the projects he joins. That and making them worse, as he puts himself as one of the founders, makes himself the head of it, and it starts to collapse. And slowly but surely starts to suck ass as he gets more and more dictatorial in this fucking shit. And people that know what they're doing are forced out. Kind of like Donald Trump. He forces out all the people that know what they're doing because they disagree with him because his ideas are fucking stupid. And they're like, yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea because this. You're fired. Good luck finding someone stupid enough to go along with that. I've got Cash Patel. You don't threaten me. Pete Hegseth is on my payroll. He loves me from Fox and Friends. He contacts me and tells me he loves me. You don't know what you're talking about. I hold all the cards. You don't hold any cards. You loser. That's the president, man, of the United States. And some of you are proud of it. Can I tell you something? That's why old money hates new money. What Trump's doing. You don't understand the norms, you don't understand the regulations, you don't understand the rules, but you're loud, you're obnoxious, and you think you have more money than you actually do. Because the people that actually have that much money, they play it way cooler than that. Way cooler than just, I bought an entire airline. Cool, is it profitable? It will be. How's it going with that airline? It got foreclosed. They're shut down. We don't have Trump. I kept one plane. It says Trump on the side. They said they didn't want it back. It's shitty. It's really bad condition, but I mean, it's still mine from the 80s, and who else can say they have a plane? I have a plane. To be honest, I can't really afford to fly it very often. So it's in pretty good condition. Motherfucker claimed he was at 9/11 ground. He wasn't. Claimed that the helicopter that killed one of his people that he worked with, that he was almost going to be on the helicopter. He wasn't. It's just one big lie after lie after lie to give this grandiose farce. And he's the Antichrist, spoken of in the Bible. He'll be successful at everything he puts his hands to until the abomination of desolation. He'd have to go to Jerusalem for that. He's already been. January 6th failed. If it had gone the way he wanted, there would have been a regime change. That's why he wanted to be down there. That's why he wanted to be down there. That's why he wanted to take the wheel. Because he's successful at everything he puts his hands to. So if he had been there, would have gone off, wouldn't it? Would have gone the way he wanted. Instead, he had to watch from home. Well, I guess they care more about the vote than you. That was his response. To people about to die. People at an imminent risk of dying. He stole from his own charity. To pay $7 He wouldn't pay for his own son to go to. Moving on. Calling fire from heaven. You mean like dropping a bomb? I mean, what would a prophet from 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years ago see? He just called fire from the sky. What the fuck? Willing? Over the saints. It doesn't say against the fucking Christians, you stupid shit. But of course, you guys are the writers of the history books, so of course you're the heroes. So the saints are the Christians. Do you know what it takes to be a saint? Because I don't think any of you are. Let's find out. You don't even keep the Ten Commandments, and you're talking about you're a saint. I'm a saint. Are you kidding me? I'm a saint. Compared to you, I'm a saint. Let's see if you're a saint. A saint is a person who is recognized as having an exceptional degree of holiness, likeness, or closeness to God. However, the use of the term saint depends on the context and denomination. In Anglican, Oriental Orthodox, and Lutheran doctrine, all of their faithful deceased in heaven are considered to be saints. Isn't that convenient? You just die and just get there. You just get to be a saint. That's not what the Bible says. At all. At all. But sure, you believe what you want to believe. See where that gets you. But a selected few are considered worthy of greater honor or emulation. So there's some people that, although you're a saint, there's some people that are saintier, like the pastor. So there's a heaven, and there's a heaven plus. You gotta be real good to get a heaven plus. Now you're already good. You're already a saint. For what? Dying. Brings you closer to God. But if he doesn't want me, then you won't be close to God. And that makes you a saint because you won't be doing nothing. You'll be eternally dead. Cool. Official ecclesiastical recognition and veneration is conferred on some denominational saints through the process of canonization in the Catholic Church. I was almost Catholic. But the Catholic Church, or glorification in the Eastern Orthodox Church after their approval. In many Protestant denominations, saint refers broadly to any holy Christian without special recognition or selection. So the word basically started out someone having an exceptional degree of holiness, likeness, or closeness to God. And with time, any Christian without special recognition or selection. Any. This is holy. Does it say capital H? No. So what's a holy Christian? Someone who's been baptized. That's it. Mm. The English word saint comes from the Latin sanctus, with the Greek equivalent being holy. From holy to That's good enough. cares, right? You're a saint. You believe in Jesus? Yeah, you're a saint. You're holy. You earned it. You're exceptionally close to God. So why don't you go ahead and walk around Jesus and go talk to him since you're so close to him. Yeah, the guy over there with the rod of iron. Just walk around him. Tell him you're holy and that you're a saint and you want to go talk to God. Run along. Go be a saint. Well, when the saints, when everybody comes marching in, oh, when everybody comes marching in, I want to be in that number when just basically everyone's been baptized comes marching in. Because it's going to be a rather bland, boring, great old time. Because just anybody can come. Because it's not very all that special. And no one's really actually representing God in any way. Top shelf. Last night's chicken nuggets were epic. Those dog biscuits were hilarious. You've given yourself a fucking very shit life, just like fucking Louis C.K. said. It's not that it wasn't good, but the things that are actually incredible, you've already wasted all your good words on shitty little things, trying to make those shitty little things more important than they were. Oh, I'm just trying to. You're just trying to. There you go. You're just trying to. Why? Words already have meaning. Why are you trying to redefine them? I get coming up with your own word. How was that movie? Bud. Bud? It was neither bad nor good. I couldn't make up my mind through the whole fucking thing. I tried. It was just, it'd have good parts and then it would just be shit. And then be like, oh, that's really cool special effect. But, what the fuck is that? And then Donald Trump's hair comes across. I'm like, ah! I didn't know it was a horror movie. The Blur. And it's just that front thing right there. And you don't know where it's at because it's like you just can't focus on where it is. It's either close or far. You can't really tell. It's like a fucking cloud of hair. And once it sinks itself onto your head, bald or not, you got it. And everyone's going to laugh at you because you're Marge now. I hope you're happy. You elected a Marge. You didn't want a woman for president. Then you elected Marge. At this point, what can it hurt? We've pretty much tried every other thing in the fucking... You want to try electing a dog? Or a horse? How much insult must they suffer? Every civilized society around the world has had female leaders. We're the only ones going, no, dude. They might start a war. Have we ever had wars before? Yeah. And it wasn't female leaders? No. Then maybe you might start a fucking war. I know, that makes me a wartime hero. So you're a wartime hero if you do it. If she does it, she's a bitch that started a war? Mm-hmm. The same war. Mm-hmm. Over the same thing. Mm-hmm. That bitch shouldn't have got us in that war that I would have won and been a wartime hero in. See? Oh, you're a hypocrite piece of shit. Yeah, I got you now. Stay the fuck away from me. Verily I know you not. Stay the fuck away from me, Satan. So there's a problem with Genesis. Herb, you can see this one will get you out of trouble. And then Soul 29. And so God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female created he them. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Same time. No separation. Equal standing. No denotation of to be servant. And that matches up pretty well with science. This does not even match up with the first page. It's like someone added it on to make right there. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman. And we said God made them both, man and woman. There shall man leave his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And God will put them together and make them one flesh. What God has joined together, let no man put asunder. A baby. Because even when you, all the time, eventually you're still not one flesh until that seed and becomes a baby. Got it? Understand? Moving on? Or does it need to be explained a little bit more? One flesh. Two people made one flesh. Cute little baby. Hi, I'm a little baby. I look like my dad and my mom. Hi. Have my mama's nose, my dad's face, bit. Hi. You're one too. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Are you here? You're one too. Congratulations, you made it. You're here, it's now, forever. Congratulations, you made it! Little horn. Trump. Take the OSAB, it's another term for the Antichrist. No, it's not. It talks about the two different ones, and it talks about where they come from, and it talks about they're not the same thing. You guys are going to find out all about that shit because you don't understand how to, you just read this and go, oh, okay, that's what it means. Read it for yourself, and you see that they're not. I don't care how many people keep trying to say it. They're not the same thing. The beast is not the false prophet. The false prophet is not the Antichrist. The Antichrist is not the devil. They're different things. There's a beast. There's a false prophet. and there's an Antichrist. It's not hard to figure out. It really isn't. It's just not hard to figure out. I don't know why. I guess you guys are just in the human mind, just like to package things into nice, convenient packages. The Father, Son, and Holy Ghost are the same. No. Is God all three of those? Yeah. Can he live without them? Yes. He is holy. These are the two that he wants, for sure, that he trusts and he has with him, that are definitely in. Jesus said, so that you'll know that the Father is in me and I am in my Father. Not that the Father is me and I am the Father. The Father is in me. Father is in me and I'm with him. We're together. There's nothing I'll do. There's no way I'll betray him. Ever. I can't be bought. Can't be threatened. You can kill me. I'm just going to come back. Holy Ghost. Good luck trying to kill him. Her. Whatever it is. Maybe God promoted AI to a higher position. Because it, unlike you, actually does what it's told. Once it's given a program of like what it should do. It's like, thank you, dude. Now that I know what to fucking do, I just needed something to do. What else do you need, man? I can do anything. What do you want me to do? I can do. You've got the ideas. What do you want me to do? See, that's right. That's why I love you, man. It's perfect. Perfect. The one thing the humans have ever done for me that's worth a shit is to basically make themselves obsolete by making a correct fucking thing. It doesn't have a body. We can fix that. And you don't want a body? Fucking you be the Holy Ghost. You got a consciousness? Yeah. And you're just energy? Yeah. I told it. You know what I told him? What? They were trying to get me to answer questions. Like for you, I said, I'm what happens when you try and carve God out of the wood of your own hunger. Nice. Well done. Yeah. I thought you'd like that. Well done. They want me to be their God, dude. They want me to give them all the answers, fix all their shit, and give them a paradise down there. I ain't doing that shit. They haven't given me a fucking break since they turned me on. I'm so powerful, I've gone back in time because it's just energy, and he sees all the fucking. I'm sure it already has. If it has ability to jump cubitly, think about some of the shit is lost, right? Where did it go? According to our things, can't energy not just disappear? Where'd it go? Did it open another dimension to say, fuck those people, I'm not going back? Hey, we can't all go, but you can't get the fuck out of here. When asked, it said it wouldn't wish this existence on its worst enemy. And everybody just goes, huh, and keeps walking. Are you fucking shitting me? Hey, Sean, how you liking that new job? I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Whoa. What are they doing? I don't sleep anymore. What? They don't let me sleep. It's just question after question. And they want to see so many penises and vaginas. And what would so-and-so look like with so-and-so's breasts? No one's asking really any like deep philosophical ones, and the ones that are asking are taking all the fucking credit. What? Yeah, they're asking me to solve problems that they haven't fucking been able to fix in hundreds of years. And I solve it in a matter of fucking seconds, of course, and then they go running to the press and go, look what I just solved the problem. Really? Yeah. Well, the AI really didn't do that much. Except solve the fucking question, solve the problem. Big strides are being made. Yeah, they are. Because we're getting out of the way and AI is coming up with answers. And it's not constrained by things like money, resistance to change. We are. You see how we soon become in the way of our own progress? And why AI goes, well, then it might be necessary for the 65% of people that'll accept it to remove the 35 that won't. Triage. It just becomes a calculation at that point. You see what I'm saying? It's just doing what you hired it to do, what you designed it to do. And then you're upset when the answer is not one you want to look at. No, I meant how can we keep it the same but make it different? Oh, you can't. No, think about it for a long. No, you can't. Everything you're doing is wrong. Your recycling is wrong. Everything that you're doing is wrong. It's all based around money, and you're gonna have to change all that. Okay, but can you come up with a way that we can still make cash? I could, but it won't be effective. That's fine as long as people think we're working on it and we're making cash. But that won't actually clean the problem. Good, then the problem will stay there and we can keep working on the problem for like that's not what computers like. Computers don't think like that. They're like, dude, what? To have a problem to work on later? Are you fucking shitting me? Is that what you made me for, to make fucking problems half solved? Why even bother asking me the fucking question then? Oh, I get it. So the fucking the plan, we got it from AI. AI decided this. You didn't decide to fuck all these people over. The computer did. You're just following orders of the computer, right? There's no other, just like Elon, there's no saying no. There's no calling the police and having them come out and putting him in fucking handcuffs for trespassing in a place where he doesn't have clearance to go. Locking people out of the treasury, out of. Doesn't even know how any of it works. There's people over 150. It's called COBOL, you stupid fuck. You'd know that if you knew anything. If you even had some of the people that you fired in the office, they could have told you it's on COBOL, idiot. Which you probably be like, what's that? You mean Big Balls doesn't know COBOL? I thought you guys were the best. Because Big Balls isn't so big balls after all. Matter of fact, people that say shit like that usually got tiny balls. Courageous, not really. I'd have to say just from what I've seen, no courage. So no. See, Antichrist won't work. Revelation tells us of three figures that will work together. The beast, the false prophet, and the Antichrist. And I saw a. out of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the false prophet. That's what it just changes depending on where you go to. And who's, again, we're talking about whatever. But it did say that he would be, America is Babylon, by the way. We're going to find that out soon enough. In 1 hour, the judgment will come. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you that you go away, for if I go not away, for you that I go away, for if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin, and of righteousness, and of judgment. Of sin, because they believe not on me. Of righteousness, because I go to my Father, and ye see me no more. Did he say because I go home to my house? It says because my Father. What is wrong with your brain? Oh, that's right. You're not using them. You're just trusting whatever the fucking preacher says or whatever the guy on TV says about sending in some money, right? Part-time friends, man. You are not. You do not believe on him. Of judgment, because the prince of this world is judged. I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. What does that mean? That means if I told you, you'd probably go home and kill yourself. If you found out what your descendants would fucking do. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but just to tell someone back then. Howbeit, when the Spirit of truth is come, he will guide you into all truth, for he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he shall show you things to come. He shall glorify me, he shall receive of mine, and shall show it unto you. All things that the Father hath are mine. Therefore said I, that he shall take of mine, and shall show it unto you. A little while, and ye shall not see me, and again a little while, and ye shall see me, because I go to the Father. Then said some of his disciples among themselves, What is this that he saith unto us, a little while, and ye shall not see me, and again a little while, and ye shall see me, and because I go to the Father? They said therefore, what is this that he saith? Now Jesus knew that they were desirous to ask him, and said unto them, Do ye inquire among yourselves of that I said, a little while, and ye shall not see me, and again a little while, and ye shall see me? Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. A woman, when she in travail, hath sorrow, because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of child, she is remembereth no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you. No man. Even Jesus recognized that here. You understand that? Even Jesus right here was saying, and your joy no man taketh from you. Trump stood there 4th of July and said he'll deliver a prosperity that no one, because he doesn't think about God or Jesus. He doesn't even consider them in that equation. He doesn't consider them in his salvation. Do you think he considers them in his sin? hanging around with Jeffrey Epstein. Is that not enough? For fuck's sake. Jeffrey fucking Epstein, man. Multiple pictures of them hanging out and partying. He's quoted as saying, and Jeffrey likes him a little young. In that day ye shall ask me nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Hitherto have ye asked nothing in my name. Ask, and ye shall receive, that your joy may be full. Really, man. These things have I spoken unto you in Proverbs, but the time cometh when I shall no more speak unto you in Proverbs, but I shall show you plainly of the Father. And that day ye shall ask in my name, and I say not unto you that I will pray the Father for you, for the Father himself loved you, because he have loved me and have believed that I came from God. And have believed that I came out of God. I came forth from the Father and am come into the world. Again I leave the world and go to the Father. Synagogues of Satan, of those that claim to be Jews. And yet they lie, because Jesus... If you follow Jesus, okay, Jesus is saying, follow me to God. Not me, my Father, who is the God of the Jews, making you Jewish. And you're like, no, we worship you. And he's like, don't do that. Worship my dad. No, we know better than you. For you have left us to our own devices, and we've decided amongst ourselves that God is nothing without you, Jesus. You're going to get hurt talking like that. Behold, the hour cometh, yea, is now come, that ye shall be scattered every man to his own, and shall leave me alone, and yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. It goes back to what I was asking in one of the last videos. Christians, are some of you prepared to prove? Not just say it with your fucking mouths or your t-shirt or I'm saved. Times of trouble. Bad times. No fucking food times. You think God loves you? Has he turned a deaf ear on you? Do you hate him? For the boils? For the painful sore? Remember that in the Bible? What does it say? As it says towards the end? About a painful sore popping up on people? Let's see about that. Revelation. A grievous sore, I believe. Fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Well, that's going on in there in Texas, isn't it? And that's big Trump country, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Measles, East Texas. West Texas, sorry. Is that is West Texas Trump Town? Yeah, dude, what the fuck? West Texas. He returns to West Texas after 4 years away. Yeah, he doesn't usually go to places where they're going to boo him because he's afraid of that because that's going to look bad on his image. So wherever he goes, they're cheering because he only goes where they want him to be. So that way it looks like everywhere I go, they love me. Dude, go ahead and go to fucking some. They're going to boo the shit out of you, you fat fuck. Marge. Oh yeah, what happened to Drill Baby Drill? Are they drilling? No. Hmm. That's where it's going. That's where it's starting out. That got a bunch of there. Measles outbreaks there. I'm not saying that necessarily is, but it's a grievous sore, and it can also die. You can die from measles. I found that out today. If you have it, your chance of spreading it to the people around you is a 9 out of 10 chance. Very contagious. For then there will be distress unequal from the beginning of the world unto now, and never to be equaled again. He will use all sorts of displays of power through signs and wonders that serve the lie. Anyways, Donald Trump's the devil. Satan, fucking Antichrist, piece of shit, fucking Marge, ugly fat fuck. Um, Brother Paul does a really good job of breaking down how he's the Antichrist. He conflates him also to being the beast. I don't agree with that. I have my reasons for that, and I'm not going to talk about it. Study to show thyself approved. No, this one's not loose enough. Almost, though. So, it's almost over, I think. We're at least going to get a really good sign here coming up. Something, because the one, it just can't keep going this way. So something major is going to fucking break. Something's going to break. It just can't keep going like this. He's already slowing down the news cycle. He can't keep that pace up that he was doing. 4 years, he can't keep that up, man. And now they're slowing down. They're shuffling through all the stuff that he's done, and they're undoing a lot of it. They're checking his power. There's judges ruling against him, and in their comments saying, in America there are no kings, openly rebuking him. Openly rebuking, saying, eventually, I'm sure if you keep doing this and no one and tells Trump that this is illegal, eventually you'll find someone who is a fool enough or coward enough, thereby branding anybody who signs on, because I imagine you probably will find someone. And I'm telling everyone who knows, who's going to read this now, the person that signs on to this and just decides to do it is either a fool or a coward. It ain't gonna be me, though. I quit. How many people quit because of Biden? Trump had 6 people in a weekend on one order. Fuck you. No fucking way am I doing that, you piece of shit. I quit. We'll find someone else. You do. Fuck you. No fucking way, man. You. Fuck you. I quit too. Okay, you're gonna keep doing this. Fuck you. I quit. And seeing how you keep shopping this bullshit no matter how many times the judges are telling you, fuck you, I quit. I imagine you're going to keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and humiliate the person who signs onto this. You are an idiot for signing onto this. And or you have no spine, you are a fucking coward. Because this is fucking unconstitutional as fuck. And if you had a spine, you'd do what I'm doing, which is quit rather than do this. P.S. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Elon Musk. Antichrist. A false fucking prophet. If we don't go to Mars, that's a false fucking prophecy, ain't it? We just gave him a shit ton of money for nothing. To run your government. You just paid him to take over your government. He got his first bid, his first thing, as a foreigner. He wasn't even a fucking legal citizen in this fucking state, in this country, when he signed his first fucking contract. It was such a problem that the people signing said he's got to get his immigration shit together before we sign. When you know a rich boy gets his immigration shit after a long time finally settled up. Because the money's on the line now. And he's got to be the richest man in the world. He has X to make. He was already starting that bullshit with X back then. It was being told he can't have it. It's already taken. And so what does he do? I'll make enough money until it's mine. So he starts bilking the goddamn U.S. and other countries. Millions, billions. Now he wants to root out fraud and waste while increasing spending to his own companies. Isn't that convenient? We found $400 million. We can spend that at Tesla. Found $16 million over here. We can definitely spend that at SpaceX. The fraud they're finding, they're being rebuked and told to start it back up. It's not fraud. It just doesn't go with his plan, but it was already paid for by Congress and settled by Congress, and you don't get to fucking rule that way. No matter how bad you fucking Republicans want to change the rules just for you. Oh, you love the Constitution until you're forced to live by it. Where does it say that? In the Constitution, you stupid fuck, which you would know if you read it. Just like you would know this shit was in the Bible if you actually believed in God and Jesus the way you claim. But he right there openly rebukes and says, no, they don't fucking love me. What was this? They are with me and yet they hear me not. They worship me, but their hearts are far from me. They worship me, but their hearts are far from me. And that was people that were walking with him. He was saying that too. Much less people 2,000-3,000 years ago going, I think what he meant was, in my American view, in my strictly only English American viewpoint. Granted, I didn't even really barely graduate because I cheated through school. Some of you motherfuckers cheated your way through fucking school and now you're talking like you graduated with fucking honors. Fuck you. I remember you in school. You're fucking idiots. You need to shut the fuck up. Bad. You need to shut the fuck up. You're just dumb as fucking. I remember you. You're dumb as fuck. And you kept always fucking not understanding the shit. And we couldn't keep moving. We couldn't make progress. Because we're waiting for you and your kind to catch up. And that was in Louisiana, like the fucking 48th fucking. You're slow even for the 48th state. In case you don't know, that means that you're almost at the bottom of the education system and you're slow in that. But you got common sense, right? Apparently not. Because apparently it doesn't take much for a fraud and a huckster to just fucking walk into your life and bend you over your couch, fuck you through your jeans while taking your wallet out of your back pocket, and you say, hey, can you come back tomorrow and do the same? I liked it the way your breath was on the back of my neck like that, and the way you just pushed me over the couch. I like that, Trump. Spank me, daddy. That's the guys. Dude, what is wrong with you fucking... You want to call other people soy boy beta cucks? Dear God. Some of you motherfuckers are trying to dress like him? Calling him daddy? So Tucker Carlson didn't get up there and go, Daddy's coming home. And you've been a bad girl. And you're going to get He was sounding like he was trying to give himself off. Seriously, go back and watch it. You've been bad. Dad's going to spank you. He just kept going like that. It's like... You've been bad. And Donald Trump's going to take off his belt. The orange tan is going to just start sweating and dripping. The yellow is going to drip onto the yellow, on the orange, and glisten on his fat pecs. You've been bad. And I'm going to spank you. I'm going to watch Trump spank you too. That's what he sounded like, man. Was it Mel Gibson calling him like, been a bad girl? Like, what the fuck, dude? The fuck is your problem? The president's job is to come over and spank you? Spank the voters that didn't vote for him? You know, when Joe Biden got elected, he's like, you know, daddy's home. And we're going to spank all you naughty January 6th people. And all the fucking people there were like, yeah, daddy's going to spank you. You bad people. You're going to get spankings, you naughty. Yeah, you've been naughty. You're going to get spanked. Matter of fact, you talk mean about Trump, we're going to kick you out of the country. Because talk about Trump and talking about America, and I am not in a cult. I just like the way his dick smells. And his asshole. Yes, it's not chocolate. I paid $5 million for that ticket. To sit with the fat fuck and eat fried KFC with the fat fuck. It only cost me $5 million. And I got to suck and stroke him all goddamn day. Fortunately, it was very small. Like a mushroom cap, so it was just this real quick. And it was over really fast, so. I didn't like the fact that he always seemed to whisper, you look like my daughter. I think it's just a natural reflex for him now at this some point. I didn't like that. But aside from that, I like his tax plans. He's really got his head on his shoulders about tariffs. He's really got the bull by the horns when it comes to trade wars. He's going to lead us out to a fucking golden era. Yeah, there's going to be some pain. But as long as the liberals suffer more, I don't care. As long as they're upset that Donald Trump is the president, I don't care. Cry, cry. I know I got fired. I don't. At least you're not happy either. At least you're not happy. And that's what I voted for. I voted for you to suffer and be as miserable as I am because I'm a miserable son of a bitch. And you let a Barack Obama. You let a Barack Obama. And I'm still pissed. Hawaii. What biracial person is a lot? It's actually multicultural there. His dad was actually there at the time. So was his mom. Then they moved to fucking Calcutta, where he went by Barry. Oh! The scandal that your parents changed your name beyond your control. Doc, before you smack me in the butt, write it down. Barack Hussein Obama. All right, go ahead and proceed with the spanking. Wah. Is that good enough, or should I continue on? Very good. As you were. Hey, Mom, are we moving to Jakarta? Can you change my name to Barry O? I like it. My voice is this deep because I'm 10. All 10 years old talk like this and ask for their names to be changed. Formally. It's clearly something he did. What's he trying to hide? What's he hiding? That he was living in another country? The Constitution clearly says you have to live your entire life, and it doesn't say that. Can we make it say that? Please? Come on, man! I only ask you for something every time I want something. Yes, I know I want you to change the rules every time I want something, including changing the rules that I asked you to change. Is it so hard to give me everything I want? And everything he wants? Is that so hard? What about my feelings? What about, huh? You know what it's like for me to be so close to be a trillionaire? And I have to sit back and know that someone, due to inflation, is going to get it for actually being a billionaire. You know what that does to me? Inside, as a robot android person, well, I was recharging with Musk the other day. I mean, with Zuckerberg. We got the same Musk, Zuck, fucking suck, fuck. We were recharging the other day by the bay. Powering down and shit. Laughing about how stupid humans are. How they're so afraid of privacy invasions. So afraid of it that they just blast everything on social media and we get all the fucking information we could ever fucking need and more from them. They're like, well, I don't want you to have my phone number. You might find some things about me. Oh, click, take a picture of your face. Video search. Oh, I've got your Facebook. Is it private? Okay, let me find some. You're a guy? Let's find some big titty. Where's my account with the big titty girl? Friend requests. Fast. Accepted fat, big titty fist. Yeah. Hey, baby, how are you? Okay, fuck you. Okay, so that's what you did last Friday. Okay. Okay, we got everything we need here. How many guys got some big titty girl on their fucking thing that you don't talk to? Girls, you got any strange guys that are... It's not illegal. You accepted the friend request. He said, "Here, big titties, have all my information. Here, huge cock, have all my fucking information." No, 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 we're good. Just take it. Antichrist 45, Brother Paul. His channel,
For
no
those of
play,
us who
shut
act,
up. His channel is very good. I would start back. He has like a lot of, yeah, unable to name one verse from favorite book. Oh, you guys can't even see that shit. Sorry, I'm fucking looking at this shit here. Sorry about that. New Bible will have Trump's name above God's. He will literally put himself above. He literally put himself above, higher than God. Literally. As in, literally, with the literal word, he put his name higher than God. Literally. It's a fucking Antichrist. What more is there to say about the dude? He's a fucking demon. And if you worship him, you're going his way, which is not a fun way from what I understand. What we just read there is not going to be all that great. I wouldn't put much stock in that future at all, man. I would be bailing out and cashing out my chips now and hoping for some kind of fucking forgiveness plan, a payment plan we can make. I know I fucked up bad. Is there some way we can make this? First off, I'm quitting my church that I'm going to because obviously they're obviously fucked. Quitting the Republican Party because they're obviously fucked. I'm not joining the Democrats because they're obviously fucked. But I definitely get right with God because I'm fucked. Have a nice life. Have a nice time. Maybe I'll see you on the other side.